Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late start. That's my fault. Uh, and we're hopefully casting spells in Modern today. I say hopefully casting spells because it's possible we might not be.
Hmm.
Oh,
Okay, so uh, earlier today I played a modern challenge and I went like 5-2
nice.
with this control deck. Um,
Thunder Trap
it
Trainer.
hasn't. I think you hate Thunder Touch Image too much.
Wait, wait,
I think
wait.
it's
When I
next
said
to
when I said the word Thunder Trap Trainer, I did not mean it like derogatorily, right? Like, I understand why it can make sense here. Like after
no,
looking.
like even without the Flares of Denial. Like I think like
Well, yeah,
Thunder Touch
yeah.
Trainer is actually like not a bad Magic the Gathering card.
Okay. I think Thunder Trap Trainer makes more sense. Like, okay, my complaint when we were talking about Thunder Trap Trainer in the Living End deck yesterday, one of my complaints was that like it seemed like you're already spending a lot of mana on structural stuff, right? Like, for example, cycling your land cyclers. So like it felt a little sketchy there as like but like I understand the power of an impulse, right? Like an impulse that like gains some life can be quite nice, and like obviously there's Flare of Denial here and Flame of Anor here, and Fable Backside or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was sort of unimpressed by Flare of Denial, but
Uh huh.
the rest of the deck felt okay. It's hard to describe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like in comparison to historic, where like that one time we played historic, or I played historic, I guess. Um, and like the historic format where it was like all energy because it was right after that bench 3 and like
Oh yeah,
the
I
format
remember
was just
that.
like yeah. So like I had basically this control deck there. It like not this part, like just like a normal control deck in historic, and uh like it felt good into energy, I believe, at the time. Part
Mm-hmm.
of it was that definitely this deck is like missing Tajik.
Oh yeah,
Like
the busted alchemy card Tajik.
yeah, definitely like when control had ring and energy did not have ring, I think control was extremely ahead. When both sides had ring, I think control was like it was probably about even. But when both sides, so now like obviously like we don't get to play ring, and that's like much worse for control in the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But also we don't have to deal with ring from their side. But like basically like I think it is a little worse in modern than in that historic format because Flage is a lot easier to get to in modern due to fetches.
Uh huh.
So like you have to like deal with the problem of Flage earlier in the game, which means I don't know exactly what it means, but it definitely means that the energy matchup might not actually be that good baseline.
Uh huh.
It's like the old issue where you like definitely need to draw both Flage and Wrath, kind of. But
Yeah, I see. Well, are there like other ways you can deal with the flage problem? Like,
well, like I definitely think maybe cutting Solitude was not a good idea,
uh-huh,
or at least like you maybe need to play some Solitude.
that makes sense.
And yeah, I don't know. You can play like you can play the fourth purge. You can play more surgicals, I guess. I'm not sure if surgicals actually playable in the matchup.
Yeah, I guess. Anyways, do you think Psychic Frog solves these problems?
Well, not really, but it might help a little. It might also be really bad in the matchup because it makes Blood Moon more of a problem, and it makes like
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily like even a good card in the matchup. It's not clear, but I don't know. I kind of want to like try putting Frog in this deck because like it is a powerful other angle to go with the Flage, you
That
know.
is true.
And then like I don't know. I just want to put Psychic Frog in in like a deck that is maybe playable, and then we can evaluate how like instead of like all the existing Psychic Frog decks which are totally unplayable, you know.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I would argue that maybe one of the reasons why the existing Psychic Frog decks are totally unplayable is because they don't play Flage, you know?
Yeah.
They're like trying to be fair decks that don't play Flage because Psychic Frog causes blue black and Flage causes red red white white. So like normally you would not try to play both in your deck. But we are not doing things normally here, I guess. So yeah, let's try it.
The mana base for the Reclamation deck was pretty similar. And I think fine. But obviously, Psychic Frog is like hard to cast in Wilderness Reclamation. Both in that like costs 2 colors and it requires you to have them on turn 2 instead of like later.
Oh yeah, do you have like thoughts on the Reclamation deck that you played at that PT?
Well, the reason to play Reclamation was that like a big reason was that I wanted to defend myself with counter magic without ever tapping out.
I see.
Against Nadu.
But so without Nadu, like, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, and like if you want, a similar strategy doesn't really work against current combo decks such as Belcher because like they're gonna fawn your Rack or whatever. Or like the Belcher doesn't play fawn, but like you know like
yeah. Like the current combo decks are less like, oh, just don't tap out. Like if you don't tap out, you'll be fine or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you need to switch your window?
Oh, oops. Yes, I need to do that. Okay. I've cast my hand. It certainly does not have any problem whatsoever.
We can cast Frog on turn 2.
I agree. Let's not keep that land in particular.
We should be able to fetch a Blood Crypt with this Flooded Strand.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Do you think we should cast our Frog on turn 2?
We could instead choose not to.
What if we're supposed to?
Yeah.
We've at least drawn one other castable spell if we choose to cast Frog, which is better than the previous state of our hand, which was we would not have any other castable spells if we choose to cast Frog.
Mm-hmm.
But it certainly is a little sketchy. I'm sure they won't remove it.
To be fair, most decks can't really remove it.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. We can discard our red cards to grow the Frog.
Sure, they won't die.
What would you say their deck is?
Neoform.
Oh, does Neoform play white mana?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I don't know what the white mana in Neoform is.
It's like Glittering Wish and Elid Army's Call.
I see.
Wow. Okay, well, our hand has no problems.
We can discard the blades to Frog. I like that we really
Oh,
can't cast
do you
anything.
think they should have like dealt some more damage so that they couldn't go in twice?
Oh. We would have had to deal a lot more damage because they just like bolted themselves, right?
Yeah.
We would have had to discard what, 4 cards?
Okay. What is the timing on the Solitude?
Uh, is there a reason why it isn't now? Or like on their end step, I mean?
Why would we need to do on that and stuff?
So that if they try to draw cards, they'll have to discard their hand size?
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's pitch Flage, I assume.
What does Prismatic Ending do in this matchup?
Oh, fair enough. Okay, well,
To be fair, I don't think that Flage would have done anything in this spot. Do you think they have a way to,
yes. Okay, so shall we attack?
and then we can, like, Flame of Anor to kill it? Like, plus discard a
Yeah,
card?
kind of seems like the thing to
What is
do.
their way to, prevent packs?
Most people play Consign. Some people play like Angel's Grace.
Uh-huh. Is attacking better than just, like, expressiving? Like, are we gonna die next turn?
Probably.
I don't like fully understand like exactly what they're doing that kills us.
Okay, the main end, like the end state is like Galta Neoform or Galta Xenagos.
Galta Xenagos. Doesn't like attacking give them like more cards to draw that?
Okay,
Like
but then like
they don't play that much life gain, right?
yeah, but like isn't like aren't I guess we're gonna like double kill it next turn. Okay, I guess we can expressive.
Like basically my complaint is that like attacking like literally draws them 7 cards, right? Like is the Grizzlebrand in play really better than like 7 cards right now? Like it's not obvious. Like
Yeah.
they draw the same number of cards, like assuming they don't have like a bunch of shoals in their deck, but it sounds like people aren't playing anymore, right? It sounds like attacking them mostly like causes them to draw more cards. Oh, wait, there's another amusing line that we could have taken, which is we could have left up red mana, and then when they attack, jump our frog and kill it.
Oh.
I'm not saying this is a good line. I'm saying this is an amusing line.
Okay. I guess I would rather have an arena in my library.
Sure.
Okay, so if they don't consign for an, I presume they will replicate. But if they don't replicate, we will win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other nice thing the other thing I like about this is that like it gives them like it's possible that they don't have a consigned hand, right?
Yeah. Okay, well.
Do you think they're going to lose?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't think so.
Okay, they
Okay, they
replicated.
have successfully replicated.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait a second.
That did not look replicated.
Wait, no, yeah, they didn't
That,
successfully replicate. Okay, let's counter it.
okay, let's count it.
I mean,
We
they
could have
could.
a second one.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Silly game
the
we're
game
playing here.
continues.
Okay.
Okay, we have died.
Well, I assume we've died, but it's not. Okay, we've died.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, they can put multiple things in. Okay. I looked all the way
Yeah.
to the right and saw not Xenagos, and I was very confused.
Okay, well, uh, let's bring in some cards.
Oh, I guess Ashiok is good against them, huh? I
Um,
assume we don't want Gal's Wrath's endings.
yeah.
We probably
Uh,
can we also cut Toon or
um, it seems like we won't have enough cards for that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Is there a reason to bring in Consign?
Uh,
Like it counters Galta trigger, I guess. Not that exciting.
yeah. Well, it's not that bad to counter the Gulta trigger. Our other options are like basically something to kill Voice of Victory.
Uh-huh. Flage.
Which,
Or Flage or Flame. Those kill Voice of Victory.
yeah. Okay.
Clarion Conqueror prevents Gristlebane from being activated.
Oh wait, that's actually good. Okay, let's do that. Well, it's good in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a CC flyer, which could help.
Yeah, sometimes you attack them with a 3/3 flyer.
Yeah.
As we all know, many things can happen in a game of Magic.
Okay, well, we don't have a forest. Do you think we should mulligan summons that don't contain forest, or do you think we should keep it because it has a frog? We also have an iteration to look for something.
I think we. Okay, mulling this is claiming that the matchup is like very scary, which like maybe it is.
Well, like mulling is mostly claiming that like it's a lot better to have a forest than not.
Yeah, but like we have a frog. Like we kind of have like a lot of looks at. How many forces do we have? 3.
Yeah.
I guess like if we play both frog and expressive, we don't have a blue card in hand. Is it bad I want to keep this for science to see how good frog is?
Okay, we can keep it for science. Okay. How? Oh. Okay.
Wait, what's the about?
There's a situation about our mana base. Our black lands are Raucous Theater and Godless Shrine.
Yes. Is that a problem? Oh, we can't cast expressive.
Yeah.
Okay. As we
Okay,
said,
well,
we are casting spells in Modern today.
Okay, there's no way surgical is less length than 2.
Wait, yeah, how are you going to surgical them? There was that game yesterday where they randomly surveilled a Galta, but
Okay, well, let's cast Psychic Frog.
yeah. Do you think we're going to get turn 2'd?
Pretty plausible. Okay, well, as soon as the third...
Okay, that helps.
Okay,
So
do you think we should, like...
Let's attack with Frog first, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything that kills us through the Solitude? I guess, like, Pact.
Yeah. Okay, well... Do you think we need to cast this iteration this wait, iteration this turn doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah, iteration this turn does not find force.
Okay, well, let's pass.
Do you think we should have, like, discarded Flage to deal more damage?
Well, I kind of want to pitch Flage.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Surely we want... Or do we want Raucous? Oh, we can't get Raucous Theater.
Yeah.
Blue red? Surveil question mark?
I guess we don't really need white mana that bad. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep that.
Yeah. Okay, are we casting Force? Oh, sorry, are we casting Expressive?
Probably not.
Do we want
start by hitting them.
Do we want to pitch like Plains? I kind of want to pitch Plains. Is that crazy?
I feel like we don't need to do that yet. Like if we like,
well, it's
understand that it's like
it's a damage.
Understand, but like
their mana base is somewhat painful. I don't know.
I feel like there are many sequences of draws where I just want the Plains, such as 2 spells.
Okay, fair. Fair. We can just hit them for one.
We can start hitting them for more like later. Like I mostly just kind of want to like sit there forever, unless they like try to do something.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I think there is definitely something to be said for killing them. You know.
Mm-hmm. Wait, okay, so Neoform is not like a deck of like it's a type of deck that like is not very good at like going multiple times.
Yeah, because you need to like spend like 4 cards every time, right? Because you need to
yeah.
What is this?
Planar Genesis.
Should we hard cast Force?
We could.
My argument for hard cast Force is that like it doesn't look. We might not be able to easily pitch 2 forces anyways.
Yeah, but we could hold up 1 force and pitch another one. But I don't know. I think I'm done. Or do you think we should surveil first?
Sure, we can surveil first.
Or I guess it's not even clear what we want. Okay, I guess it's kind of clear what we want. Fine.
I think I want spell. Okay.
Would you consider that a spell?
Well, it pitches to Force. Like you could call that an expressive. You know?
Yeah, like yeah. Okay, maybe we should have cut. I didn't think about it hard enough.
Okay, that one also pitches to expressive. Okay, let's attack.
Do you want to pitch Flage? Do you want to pitch Flage and like cast Flage?
Well, there's no reason to cast Flage pre-combat.
Yeah.
So we should attack first. But I think pitching Flage is maybe reasonable.
Okay, let's pitch Flage.
We have 2 interaction spells up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to pitch Flage eventually, certainly. Okay.
Okay, so if we pitch Flage, then it's like lethal next turn, right? So
Yeah. Lethal next turn, we have 2 interaction spells available. But they like have a
but
lot of spells in hand.
yeah, I guess like we can read them for like Veil plus the combo.
Yeah. Well, what if we like stock up? If we stock up
What
and
if we do nothing? So that we just have 2 interaction spells.
well, if we stock up and find a blue spell, don't we still have 2 interaction spells?
No.
Or like, don't we have 3?
No.
Wait.
Or like, are you counting these white cards?
Yeah, I was saying if we stock up and find a blue spell, we can Fawn pitch Expressive, Snapcaster Fawn pitch the blue spell, Solitude.
No, that's not how Snapcaster works.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I guess let's pass.
Yeah, let's pass.
Oh yeah, that in fact isn't how Snapcaster works.
Yeah.
It doesn't say you may cast a creature from your graveyard. Okay, well we have no reason to expound that. Okay, what do you think we should do first? Do you think we should snap first?
I guess so.
I like that it like put uses the most expensive option first.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's force pitch. Oh wait, hold on. Let's let this resolve, and then let's force like pitch.
I think
I guess Stock Up is probably better.
Yeah, I think Stock Up's better than Expressive.
Okay,
Nice.
Have we learned anything?
I guess like you can surgical a pact right after letting it resolve. So you surgical can do something as your 3rd interaction spell.
Yeah, I think I don't believe in surgical.
Do you think Tune is actually better than Consign?
I think so. Like, you can literally draw a card. Yeah, you can literally turn your Tune into a different card. With like, would you consider it the cards in our deck better than Consign?
Yeah, okay.
If they cost 1 more mana.
Yeah, okay. I think we have enough spots to spend a mana, so that seems fine.
Yeah.
I'm most worried that Tune will like collide with like casting Ashiok on turn 3. Also, speaking of casting Ashiok on turn 3, let's keep this because it doesn't cast Ashiok on turn 3.
Okay, well, that didn't help.
It'll help us cast our Flage.
Mm-hmm. Much to consider. So we can play an untapped land, I assume.
Yeah, I like playing untapped land. I don't think we need white mana very much, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, our opponent probably mulliganed.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. Okay.
Okay, well, let's play an untapped land again.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the exact right land, but that'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's draw 2 cards.
I like drawing 2 cards. Specifically target player draws 2 cards. Wow, we can cast our Ashiok. I assume we should cast our
Okay,
Ashiok.
I agree. Off of Fountain, I guess? Should be fine.
We can also cast it off of white black, but that
Oh,
gives our surveil it gives up our surveil land.
it also like maybe.
I guess like
I
the
think I
blue.
most want blue mana.
Yeah, I guess the blue is nice.
Okay, should we just like mill them?
I didn't see why not.
It, it might help. Oh, maybe we should mill ourselves.
Oh,
That was
sure.
probably better.
Okay, well we should look at what entered the exile zone. There's a kind of combo deck where milling them can be relevant, but also we have flange, so we should mill ourselves.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
well, they're now casting Allosaurus Rider to try to kill us with Allosaurus Rider.
Or kill Ashiok, more likely.
Yes. Orange Chant. Oh, I guess they will now successfully kill the Ashiok.
Well,
I guess not.
not really. In fact, they really won't successfully kill the Ashiok.
Okay, so should we mill ourselves?
Yeah. Oh, we also have Snapcaster.
Yeah. So my plan is to snap the flame and then
Yeah.
kill the Allosaurus Rider.
Yeah.
I guess we should do this upkeep.
I agree.
It doesn't matter which land. It'll be fine.
Oh, I think we should have played fetch land so that we could have triple blue in case we wanted to cast Force of Negation after a stab. Like they could theoretically like hacked our Snapcaster or something.
Oh,
I don't
that is
know if
true.
we would force at that point, but we could force at that point. I like that we also have a Snapcaster in play to block with. I assume that
Yeah.
Rider does not have trample.
I agree. Sure.
What'd they get?
Oh, well,
Oh,
nothing.
right.
Well,
Nice.
nice. Okay, well, Ashok is nice.
Wait, did we? Is that the same person we played against yesterday?
Yeah.
Nice. I think someone was saying that was Grayson Nemitz. Also,
Oh,
GG's.
was it? Oh, geez. Oh, you are Grayson Nemitz. Nice.
Wait, Ajax, you need to spend channel points before you can be promised that. Also, what do you mean? We just saw Neoform. Your promise has been fulfilled. Well, Ajax, clearly you need to go check out our VODs afterwards. Wait,
Okay,
energy champs? Wait, what is energy champs? I don't know what energy champs is. Well, we can cast Frog on turn 2.
yeah. Let's keep. There are no problems. Surely we won't draw the card Expressive Iteration. Okay, let's shock and pass.
Do you think we're more likely to cycle or more likely to uh galv?
I think we're more likely to galv. And then we can like cycle plus pending.
Do you think we should galv now?
Um,
How do you feel about the answer no? Because if they play an Ajani, we might want to galv the Ajani. I guess then they get 2 energy.
yeah. Well, like the team energy might not like matter.
Yeah. But mostly like if we want to galv Ajani, then like like we can't ending Ajani mostly, right?
Yeah. We can also like give up on our frog and cycle for like red white.
I don't like giving up on frog, but
Okay. Like we can draw past later, right? You know.
yeah.
Um.
I think we should just take one.
Okay, let's take one. What I don't like about taking one is that life total matters a lot in this matchup because of the card Goblin Bombardment.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
I guess we could decline to take one.
okay, so what is your plan to take against the Johnny if we take one? Galva Johnny and then pending like a guide, I guess, and then we take.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to decline to take one, I think, but I'm not sure. I guess they just play Bombardment. It's a little awkward.
Wow, it's a Johnny.
Hmm. Okay, do you think we should like pending this token?
I guess so. It's like somewhat hard for them to flip a Johnny if we pending the token, theoretically.
Okay, do you want to get Sacred Foundry? I might want to get Sacred Foundry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, in that case, then we can like Galva Johnny. But that's not like even obviously better.
I agree that's not obviously better. We could also get planes, but that's pretty bad, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get Sacred Foundry and then do something to something. What if we're supposed to galv a Johnny because we might want to pending a bombardment?
Okay, I think that makes sense. So like in their spot, I would probably like play a Bombardment instead of a Johnny, right? If they had Bombardment, so it's like kind of likely that they don't have Bombardment right now.
Yeah.
But obviously they could like draw it.
Yeah, but like basically I'm saying that like basically I'm saying we know we're going to galv the Ajani. It's unclear what we're doing to what we're doing to this cat token, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe we're taking 1 damage here by like doing this play, but this line, but I don't know. Fable. Land would be nice.
Okay.
I assume
Do you
we
think we
kind of.
could guess that?
I assume so. Like land lets us pending or galv. I assume.
Yeah.
Unless this is for fail land.
Okay, well, I hope this works. I think it's better. Like
I
you
assume.
could maybe argue it's not better.
Well, I kind of worry that like not casting it will like not help because we will be stuck with a billion expensive cards in hand. And,
Yeah, okay,
and like miss our land drop. Like, okay.
Okay.
Snap? Snap is like decent. Right? We have a billion galvs.
Yeah, okay, I guess Snap is probably better than Tune here. Well, like, Tune does, like, maybe hit your land drop, but also helps you, like, Galva Flage, maybe?
Well, we can already Galvaflage because we're like not right now, obviously, like not instantly right now. But speaking of a Flage, but like after we Galv here, we'll have 3 energy, and then next turn we can like theoretically Galvaflage. Though we
Mhm.
might rather prismatic ending it, I guess. Is this pre-combat Flage with no haste?
I'd assume, like, that is what is occurring.
Okay. So now we can Galv the Goblin Shaman.
Okay, I don't know why I passed the turn there. I clicked one too many times.
Whoops.
Okay, have a treasure.
I'm sure the treasure won't do anything. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Unlucky.
So that the deck doesn't contain, like, 8 million one-drops. Uh, That might have been game-losing. Oops. Well,
Wait. Do you think we're forced into going snap Galv so we can
it
block the
doesn't
two
even,
one
like,
cat? I agree it's not excellent.
okay, maybe we are. Okay, fine.
This time don't let them go to combat.
Hmm.
It also gives us like another 1 mana spell in hand, which like could matter.
Yeah. The basic mountain is, like, the problem is that the card Harbinger of the
Wow,
Seas
punish for
exists.
doing it on their turn.
Oh, are we gonna get Thraben charmed?
It kind of seems
Okay,
like
fair
it.
enough.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
No way to avoid any of that.
okay, let's cut fun. Let's bring in Celestial Purge. We can think about these cards, but I assume they're not better than, like, we can, like, cut a Frog in this matchup, but I kind of want, like, more data on Frog before we, like,
Mhm. Were we going to try to bring in surgical?
I wasn't really planning. Like, the plan is generally to cast Celestial Purge, I think.
Uh-huh. Fair enough.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah.
Probably it's correct to have a Snare of a Frog or whatever, but I just want to draw a frog and see what happens. Okay, we drew a frog. We're very good at drawing Flight of Strand and not very good at drawing Arid Mesa, apparently. Notably, Arid Mesa is the one that finds the black Surveil.
Yeah. So we're finding white, black, and blue, red again.
Yes.
So
Well, yeah.
so we take the survey. Do we want the surveil here?
Oh. Okay, that's kind of fair. Maybe we can save the Surveil.
I'm not. To be clear, I just want us to consider it. I don't know if the answer
Yeah.
is yes or no.
Um, I think I'd rather draw like
What if
a
I
nice
don't?
card than a land.
What if I don't care about what we draw because I think we're likely to pitch stuff to Frog, or like likely to want to threaten to pitch stuff to Frog?
I don't know if I like that reasoning.
Uh, like
I would still rather have like useful like options, you know?
okay, sure.
Okay, that seems good. Okay, should we develop a frog, or do you think we should just kill this frog then?
Well, isn't
I
it like
think
pretty easy to block with the Frog if we develop a Frog?
it's like okay.
If we block and then discard and then they Galvin response, we need to discard like I guess we discard our whole hand. If that happens. Would
To
we
be
do
fair,
that?
maybe we could discard our whole hand.
Yeah, like, it seems like a little fine to discard our whole hand if like they try to use a trade Ragavan and like I think Ragavan and Gal for a whole hand is not a terrible trade.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Is frog gonna look nice?
I think Frog is gonna look nice. And then we can like play okay, they surveil the Flage.
Yeah.
We can play a second Frog after attacking with our first Frog.
Yeah.
I guess they could block. Do you think we should? Do you think we should kill the Ragavan so that they don't have the option to block?
I think not.
It's certainly not PB's rule, but it's amusingly close. I guess we probably wouldn't discard Gal. We would discard like Solitude or something, maybe.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just attack.
Okay, let's just attack. I like that if they try to eat a creature, they put a creature under Ghost Vacuum, and we have 3 cards in our library, we can theoretically, we can theoretically exile 3 cards.
Okay, they have chosen to block. Let's
Okay.
discard like Solitude.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I assume we're playing Frog Land. If they try to exile the Solitude, do you think we should crack our fetch and then exile our graveyard?
I think it'll be fine. Like we literally have an artifact killer.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, that's not the mode we would like to choose right now, but like.
I mean, it still might be nice because like maybe we, like because again we like you said we might not want to choose that mode, and also like the cards in graveyard might not matter that much. I guess it's like
Okay. I guess we should find a plane so that we can kill this.
Yes, I agree. I guess if they keep Ghost Vacuum untapped, then we cannot discard Flage to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they tap Ghost Vacuum proactively, theoretically at some point we could discard Flage to and like some cards to cast Flage.
All right. I guess I should have like exiled the cards there because we already had the 3 cards in the graveyard. But
yeah. Well, I mean, the argument is you might want more cards in your graveyard just in case you draw a Flage or something.
Mm-hmm.
Purge the Blood Moon tune to hit land drop, or maybe we don't tune.
What if we just like leave this until next turn?
What's the reason for that?
Like, We don't actually need this off the board right now, right?
Well, mostly like, what if we want to cast Tune in order to like?
Purge is an instant.
Well, yeah. What if we want to hit land drop? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't feel like we need to do that desperately.
Okay, but what does like leaving it on the board accomplish?
Like for example, we can't get arena'd. Like it might not even be easy for them to cast Flage.
Well, we can't get Arena
Like,
next turn anyways, unless they have like
yeah.
Mishra's Baubles.
But basically, I feel like this might not like even be bad for us right now.
Okay, but like if they don't do anything on their end step, you would cast Purge on something, right?
Well, it's maybe not. Like we have two frogs. They're the ones that need to do something, right?
Fair.
And we can cast like most of our spells. Also, like holding us to discharge is good against like Dash Ragavan or whatever.
Sure.
Table. Okay, well, how do you feel about kill Goblin Shaman, kill Fable?
Sure, I'm down. How do you feel
Okay,
about
so
discard a card?
should we like do some math? Okay, so next turn we're gonna have 8 cards. So we would need
We need to discard one card now for it to be lethal, I'm pretty sure. If we discard a card now, then we do... Yeah, if we discard a card now, it's theoretically lethal next turn.
Okay. Let's discard like Snapcaster. Should we discard 2 cards so that like?
I don't think we need to discard 2 cards. I mean, we
Like
could.
if we need to cast a if we cast a spell, then it's still.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Then let's discard. We can even discard 3 cards.
Okay, let's discard 3 cards. I kind of
Let's discard all our blue spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's fast. Now we can like cast 2 spells and still get there.
Yeah.
Oh, I have like no cards in hand.
Okay, let's kill that.
It does not seem like it will matter, but yeah, it seems that as though they are dead on board.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We beat Blood Moon.
Classic method of defeating Blood Moon. Okay, do you think we should leave all our psychic frogs in because they just look nice? They are worse on the draw.
I agree they're worse on the draw. We could leave them in because they just look nice. Like, give them a reward for looking nice.
I will say it's not obvious that Force of Negation is bad against energy. Especially post-board.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, it seems like we wouldn't counter Blood Moon anyways, so...
How do you feel about this hand?
It seems like it does nothing.
Yeah, I mean...
What would you say it does, if not nothing?
Well, it casts Snapcaster in turn 2 and Flameliner in turn 3.
Would you call that good?
Probably not. Okay, let's move again. Okay, nice.
I like that.
This hand seems good. Let's bottom like Snapcaster because it's the furthest away from being cast.
I agree. Snapcaster seems like the most awkward card in this hand. Well,
Okay.
I presume we are surveilling. Are we gonna? But neither of the surveils that cast Psychic Frog, I guess we can't both surveil and like cast Psychic Frog on turn 2 and have a white land.
Wait, does the deck command work?
I'm pretty sure the deck command works.
Okay, there's a deckless command, I think. I don't know what it is, but there's a deckless command. Okay, okay, so
maybe we just cast Psychic Frog on turn 2.
I think that is my plan, yes.
Okay, that means I guess it's fine to not be able to cast Wrath on 2 lands because we don't want to cast Wrath for 0 anyways.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to go blue, red, white, black again instead of
black, red, white, blue.
Yeah.
I don't know what the significant
Oh, the black, red, white, blue is bad because it casts excessive iteration.
Oh, sure.
Well, it's too late, so.
Oh, right.
Also, it's possible that I should grow up and play a Fortune.
Tune would be nice here.
That seems like a land, so we will keep it, I think.
Does Voice of Victory prevent Psychic Frog from discarding cards? No, it just can't cast spells, right? Yes, we know this interaction from Standard.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Psychic Frog will be better or worse than Thundershot Trainer here?
Well, it could theoretically it could theoretically make them think twice about attacking with Voice of Victory. In a very theoretical sense. One problem is it's not clear to me that we're supposed to attack with it.
I agree. Okay, this time if they cast Blood Moon, it will get us.
It's okay, they cited it out because it was so embarrassing last game.
Goblin Burn Birdman. That's a little problematic. Okay.
I think we should try to block the Voice of Victory. Okay, let's say we discard. Like, I think we can't beat Galv particularly well, right?
Yeah.
Let's say we discard 2 cards.
Discarding like Flayed Stockhouse? Or like
I would discard Flayed Wrath maybe, or maybe I can
Yeah.
also, yeah. I don't know. Well, okay,
And
let's say
then
we
our plan is
discard
just
if we discard
cast
a card and then
Wrath.
they double ping and then we discard another card and then ping, and then we discard another card and ping, discard another card, ping. Like okay, so certainly it's like safe to like start to. They can't like just like fully trade their board. Like if they try to fully trade their board off, like we trade our hand off, and like I think that's fine for us. Um,
Yeah. Well, okay, so is that because they can hit us with the pride and then ping us at the end of the turn? Which seems like a little bad.
hmm.
Okay,
One
what
five.
isn't it just like a lot better to block the pride and then flee to the voice?
Uh, sure. Okay, sure. I guess. And then we can fight over like pings
Yeah.
here. Okay, well, let's
Alright,
discard.
let's discard Wrath first, I think.
Sure.
Definitely implies some things are out of hand, but
I love implications.
okay.
Okay, let's discard.
Stock up, I think.
Oh, wait. This doesn't work necessarily. Okay, so from
Oh.
this, because they can have the Ocelot Pride damage and the bombardment damage.
Oh.
I think. Oh wait, does it
Hmm.
not work? Right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's gonna be 6 damage coming. No, this works. This works, I think.
Okay. Okay, so we are pushing stock up, I think.
Yeah, I think if they could theoretically like play a like if they have another Pride in hand, it'll be bad for us, I guess.
Yeah. All sorts of things are bad for us. Okay, so let's discard Wrath now, I guess.
Yeah.
Not a perfect plan. And then I guess our plan, if they...
Okay, well, let's
shoot
see how
with...
many counters are on this. Okay, if they ping with the Ocelot Pride, surely we discard Flage, right?
Yeah.
And like they'll have a voice, but
Well, we could discard a land and try to hit a land.
yeah, but isn't it kind of nice to discard the Flage and then like oh, I guess we have 2 looks at the land.
Yeah.
I was thinking it might be nice to discard the Flage and then like bring back the Flage. With like if we
Yeah.
get it, if we draw a land, then if we draw a land, it might be in the world where we draw a land, it might just be better to like escape the Flage in 2 turns rather than
Okay, they're gonna do that. In that case, we should definitely fish Phage.
yeah.
Well, would you say Psychic Frog was kind of like a Wrath? It's kind of like a Cast Sunfall if you think about it.
Okay.
Okay, let's pitch another card.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it forces them to play a creature and then... Obviously, if the creature's Pride, then it's really bad, but like...
Yeah. We could reasonably want to keep the land in hand because now we can escape Flage is our plan. Okay, next.
Okay, next. Okay. Hmm.
Well,
Well,
the mighty frog. Nice.
okay, let's hit them.
Yeah. I feel like they probably aired.
That is plausible. Wait, did they top their Seville? Okay. Concerning.
Well, I don't see what moves we have other than play Psychic Frog.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, would you say topping the Surveil is concerning or less concerning than if they banned the Flate?
It could mean they have the card Ajani.
I think we can beat the card of Johnny.
What is this? Okay,
Okay.
Vacuum.
Love to oh, I see.
Spyro, I see. Okay, well, that occurs. Okay, I think it might matter more to be able to jump.
Yeah, I agree that we should not like they're two turns away from putting that into play, and then they'll be dead by then, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're definitely jumping this one.
Yes. Are we attacking with the other one?
Oh,
It's a real question.
I think it's a real question. We could just double jump.
I don't want to double jump.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, fair enough. Well, like,
Oh, no, okay. Actually, double jumping makes sense, I think.
okay, let's double jump. And then we're not pitching anything?
No.
Okay, so I was worried that Psychic Fog would not be that effective against energy, but so far it looks pretty effective.
Mm-hmm.
Much to consider. Okay, should we deploy a third frog or not?
I feel like a third frog is worse than a counter on a frog. In fact, it might be correct to not play anything. Like, including the land.
Yeah, it kind of seems like... Yeah, I don't want to play the land, for sure. And then we have Galvanic, they have Ajani.
Yeah. Also, like, this lets us double jump next turn again. Not playing anything because of Tune. We can like put Tune on the stack, and then they don't have anything to exile with Ghost Vacuum. And then once it resolves, we'll have another card in hand. So then we can like pitch two cards, exile, pitch. We can like pitch cards, exile, pitch cards, exile.
Oh, because it's
Like we can just like hold priority, pitch cards, exile.
I see.
Well, we don't even need to hold priority. Nice.
Nice. Okay. Is this the way? It might be the way.
Sometimes you gotta try things, and maybe they'll look good. No comment on if they are good, but.
Okay, let's keep him bottom something.
Do you think that something should be Snap?
I think I'd rather Bond Galvin Snap here, right? Because we're not gonna Galvin this one anyway.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot there was. Wait, but. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But we could also bottom land.
I think I'd rather not bottom land when we have Flage in hand
Okay,
as our
fine.
main plan. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, we should bottom snap instead of Galv because like we might want to Galv into Galv, but that's just not true. Also, it's Amulet.
Okay, well, I agree. But that I assume does not help. I guess this is one matchup where might suffer a little bit for having Force of Negation and of Cloud as well. And also not many of those things. Much to consider. Should we cast Expressive Iteration?
I guess, yeah. I feel like we need to find cards that do things and probably still die anyways.
I agree. Okay, well, we didn't find a land that casts Frog, but we did find a Force of Negation.
Okay. We found a way to use the frog. Let me put it that way. Also, wait, putting a frog in Exile Zone is so funny.
Well, certainly I should put the planes back in my deck.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying it really makes your opponent think. You know?
Okay, presumably on the next turn we will die. But, oh wait, nice. We drew Flame Miner. Okay, well, I guess we can like wait a little bit at least.
We can like do it on their upkeep.
They're gonna have a third Saga trigger, and we can.
Oh yeah, we can do it with the Urza Saga trigger.
And they have to. They also have to like choose what to do with it first before.
Yeah. They have to choose whether to float or to make a contract. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of this, but then like said upkeep for some reason. Okay. Well, let's try to get to 5 mana now, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess our plan is to fist the frog if a non-creature spell is cast. Okay, well,
that's a creature spell.
That occurs.
We can kill that at least.
We can hardcast a Titan, which might be difficult to defeat.
Well, they can hardcast a Titan if they have a Lotus Field, which demonstrably they did not have Lotus Field this turn.
Oh.
Or like have like nothing in hand to go with it.
Okay, so let's like Flage this, I guess.
Yeah. Wait. What if we play? We could also go play Frog, and Galv it. Do you think that's better?
Could be better. And we're just not better.
Because it's nice to put Flage in the graveyard. We also get to Surveil, and we also get to pitch Frog to force. Yeah, that's probably not better. Yeah. I like the Surveiling most of all.
Definitely, there is not like a large percentage of our deck that does something in this matchup.
What are they doing with 5 mana? Maybe that's just their past land draw.
Summoner's Pact. I guess I should counter that.
What are they getting? Oh, probably like Grazer?
It could be like Roxanne or whatever, I don't know.
Well, they can't cast Roxanne. Surely if they were getting Roxanne, they would like tap differently.
Okay, I guess I don't know what they're getting.
I assume it's like they're trying to assemble Grazer Titan or something.
Oh.
In which case, we should counter this. Yeah, I think we need to counter this.
Okay.
We could surveil first, but
Oh. Yeah, I guess we should have done that. Oh, now they're gonna have to skip shift and kill us? Hmm. It is pretty... Okay.
or not. Okay.
Okay.
Are they using? Oh, they're just getting another one of those into play. Okay. Do you think they have
Okay,
a?
let's
I
get...
assume they have a Titan in hand.
Well, they might not. Like, they like to have land, but obviously it's possible that they have Titan.
Yeah. Well, mostly like the pack doesn't make that much sense.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
We could keep that in order to kill the Dryad.
It's
But
a lot worse than a land.
yeah, okay. Let's spin it. Nice.
Okay, we found land. I guess we should, like, snap,
Kill Dryad and Amulet.
does the
Maybe.
Dryad matter?
Uh, it lets them like get Valakut with Titan. Like they can cast Titan next
Yeah,
turn anyways, right?
yeah.
The main thing that the Triad does is enable Valakut. Mostly, I feel like if we kill Amulet Dryad, it's unclear what they're doing with it. Like even if they have Titan, right? Like they cast Titan and then we go like Flage Gal, kill it, right?
Oh, I guess so.
Like I don't. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I don't think we need to draw two cards.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I kind of feel like this is just like this, like safer.
Mhm. Okay, well,
You think they're gonna get two Urza Sagas?
hmm.
Who would win, one Flage or three or four Urza Sagas?
I know a draw in our deck that would be good against two Urza Sagas. Okay, shifting Woodland. I guess that is pretty annoying. Hmm.
Well, at least they can't shifting like make a copy of Titan and then also uh like make shifting Woodland Titan and then also like copy it with Mirror Pool.
Hmm. They can do it if they have a land.
Wait,
It,
can
it,
they?
that, it costs, oh, right. The first mode costs 3, the second mode costs 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, should we, like, block or not block?
Uh what matters? Like Flame us drawing Flame of Venor is reason to not block. The fact that they might like just make a bunch of constructs is a reason is like a good reason to block though.
Yeah. Okay, I think I want to block.
I want to block. I don't think we're quite good enough at racing to like try to race instead of blocking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess we just need to, like, Galvan
Yeah.
Titan. What card should we leave?
Wait, don't we get more than one card to leave? I guess you want
This
to
is
leave the
true.
Flage. Um,
We can not leave the Flage. I think it makes sense to
I
not leave the
like
Flage. But I
leaving
guess
just like the spells, like the snappable spells, kind of like expressive and galv. I think fawn seems worse.
okay.
Also, we could have. Oh wait, no, we couldn't quite. We couldn't quite just galv plus wrath.
Hmm. Okay. Well, the shifting woodland is going to be pretty annoying.
Well, we can trade with the like theoretically, like if shifting woodlands becomes
Oh,
uh Titan, we can trade with it.
it's not exactly the best plan,
No.
given that they're going to probably get like ways to get
Oh, if
more
they have
Titans.
wait, oh, they can probably copy it because they get like vestiges.
Well, they have one of their messages is in their hand.
I don't know how many
Like,
vestiges they play.
surely they don't play like wait, they play 4 vestige? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
I'm pretty yeah, that makes sense to me that they play 4
okay.
vestiges.
Well, that's concerning.
I agree that's concerning.
I see. Is that just because like you can like vestige for? Or, I guess there are probably some lines I
Well,
don't know.
vestige is good with scape shift. Like it's good to play vestige and then cast scape shift.
Ah, I understand. Okay, should we trade or not trade?
Uh, it's an interesting question. Okay, well, they have a T West in hand now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I, I,
well, okay, this Titan this is the Titan that costs 4 mana to make, right?
oh, yes.
I think we don't
Okay,
trade
so
in that case.
okay. Hmm.
Okay, well, that doesn't help that much. Um,
Okay. Are we ready to concede?
well, we should at least Wrath to kill their
Well, does
sagas.
that help?
Well, it kills their sagas. It means that they don't have an amulet next turn.
I agree. Does it help?
I think we should do it and like make them sure, like, because I don't actually know exactly what their line is, because I don't know what their deck is.
Okay.
Right.
Are we attacking?
I assume not.
How does it help to not attack?
We can block. You know.
Uh. Hmm. I
Well,
feel like I
wait,
don't know.
wait. Doesn't help? Doesn't blocking help? Like blocking literally saves 6 damage instead of 3. Wait, we don't want to pay any, right? Yeah.
Well, long term, it's not very helpful. Kind of. Okay, I guess it maybe long term it is helpful. Do you think we should block the shifting woodland because like?
Oh, I guess we should have blocked shifting woodlands because it lets them analyst combo. No, but like
Oh,
they can get echoing deeps anyways, theoretically.
oh, they can also do this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well. Fair.
Yeah, okay, maybe we should have blocked the shifting woodlands.
Okay.
I wonder if we would have survived.
Okay, so let's bring in this card. Not have this card.
I assume
These cards.
consign helps.
I agree consign helps. I'm not sure if it helps enough to play 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how good Fun is. You can obviously get this from one amulet. How good is Discharge? Probably pretty bad.
I assume Discharge is like quite bad.
Okay. Don't you just do like... I'm not sure I want like 4 consigns. Maybe we do.
I think it's better than. I think it's better than like the random like gals.
Well, is it better than Fawn?
Oh, maybe not. We could go 3 fawn, 3 consign.
Is Fawn better than any card in our deck? I guess we probably don't need to Wrath for any more than...
Well, sometimes you want to kill a Titan.
This is true. Okay, fine. We can keep all the tunes.
Like, last game would have been much easier if we had cast a tune at some point, because on that last turn, like, we would have just easily traded with Woodland, and on the last turn, like, when Wrath Exile 4, kill your Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, maybe it would have been a little more of a game.
Do you think Surgical? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a call really quick, but BRB.
Okay. In the meantime, I will submit, I think. Well, I have an Ashiok and a Wrath. Obviously, I could die on turn 2, but I assume I should not mulligan. I hope we don't die on turn 2. Vexing Bauble, I see. Okay, let's get, is this like blue, red, white, black here? That kind of seems like the way to go with this hand. Or, is it even better? It's probably not better. Okay. I don't think it's better. I don't need that.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a call.
Okay.
Where are we now?
Do you agree with my surveil choice? Also, I assume this hand is a keep, even though it doesn't do anything before turn 3.
Yeah. I agree with the same with the keep. I like your surveil choice, I think.
Or do you give my land choice, I guess?
Well, I think I could see getting white-black land so that you can, like, theoretically... Well... Oh, I guess... No, I guess they, like, played Bobble, and so you know you didn't want a Wrath. Okay, great.
Okay, how do you feel about this consign?
I don't love it.
It is blue.
I agree it's blue. But there's also a Vexing Bobble in play. I guess there's soon not going to be a Vexing Bobble in play.
Oh. Okay, I think I want to cast Ashiok next turn.
Yeah. So we cast Ashiok, and then presumably they can't do anything about it. And then we cast Wrath. Yeah. And at that point we can have a blue card for Fawn.
Yeah. Which...
Well, the thing is, like, it's not clear to me that the consign does very much because, like...
Yeah, okay. It's not even clear that the Fawn does that very much.
Yeah.
So... Okay, let's cast Ashiok.
Yeah. Are we milling ourselves, I assume? We could wait. I think it. Okay, here's an argument. One way that they
Okay.
can kill Ashiok is by shooting 3 damage at it with a Valakut. So we might want Ashiok to permanently be at 4 if we want to be safe. So we want to use Ashiok
Okay.
once, and so it's better to use it next turn.
Okay. I buy it.
Like, also I think it's like pretty. I assume that we like just want to cast Wrath next turn, so we don't like care about finding a Flage. Like if we found a Flage, I don't know if we would cast Flage over Wrath.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we're not rewarded for holding our Wrath? Unless I like do a ton of stuff this turn, I guess.
It would have to be a lot of stuff. It would be pretty hard. Okay.
Okay, let's cast Wrath.
We want to Wrath X equals 2.
For like just for an extra energy. Pay
Yeah.
for life for an energy.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate it.
And then now we Ashiok Mill.
Well, we could still hold it, right?
That's true. I think it might be good to though.
For the option to like keep going.
Yeah.
But this is also
Do they play
okay.
Bog?
Good question. I don't know.
Bog is a reason not to use Ashiok now. Or like if we want to use Ashiok exactly once, then it shouldn't be now. If we care about Bog.
Okay, so should we look again for Flage, or now that we've drawn 2 Flage?
Clearly, we should have last turn. Sorry, we should have milled this turn instead of last turn because then we would mill the. Wait, no, that's yeah. Then we would mill the Flage.
Okay.
What if we
should
just?
we look?
What if we just cast Frog and like discard
Okay.
Flage? Is that like bad?
No, I think that's like the thing to do.
Well, I guess we can look for a Flage.
If we find a Flage, then I
Yeah.
assume we would cast a Flage.
I guess it's pretty unlikely Ashiok dies to their thing.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for them to get the Valakut from here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we couldn't do anything about it. Okay. Well, let's hit them.
Do we? Yeah. Do we want to discard the Flage?
Yes. We could also think about discarding more things, but
I don't want to discard more things because theoretically, like the other Flage is being pitched to Solitude, and like a land drop is a land drop,
yeah.
and like maybe Fawn does something if we draw a blue card. Like reasons not to discard more things. Okay.
Okay, I think I should now mill them.
Okay. Well, but what if you're for? Okay, actually, I have a reason not to. They might have Roxanne.
Oh. Good point. It's okay.
It's okay.
If they cast Roxanne, they'll probably die, right?
Probably.
Probably. Should I hold my land?
Yeah.
It doesn't like, yeah, it doesn't accomplish anything to play it really.
Well, they can play a Titan.
I agree. Do people even play Roxanne anymore?
I have no idea.
Okay, so
I guess we're supposed to wait. Huh.
I
Um.
agree with huh.
So if we discard, if we like jump frog and attack, we're threatening to discard and then like shoot them. We're threatening to discard enough that they have to block.
Wait, why don't we just like shoot this Titan twice?
Oh right, I forgot we can shoot the Titan. Okay, yeah.
Is that? I guess it because it doesn't kill them this turn. It might not even be better than just casting Solitude.
Why? Or oh yeah, I guess it's well Solitude.
But like, I mean, hard casting Solitude. To
Yeah,
be
yeah,
clear.
yeah.
Oh, I guess it doesn't let us ending.
Yeah, I would rather pending the amulet and shoot the Titan with Titan.
Okay, let's do that. Now we're gonna have to make a. We're gonna hope that Magic Online helps us. So we should keep this one.
Yeah, the one that doesn't have more symbols on it. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
okay.
Fair. Another card we could consider is Mystical Dispute.
As 3 mana mana leak.
Yes.
I do love myself a 3 mana mana leak. Um,
It might be. It's not clear it's worth enforcing negation. Or consign, honestly.
yeah, I would not say I know this matchup well enough to know the answer to that.
I guess like both consign and force like target the card Amulet of Vigor. So, but we're like pretty good at answering Amulet of Vigor and not very good at answering Primeval Titan, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Could also argue it's better than Tune, maybe, but okay. I'm gonna have one dispute over the fourth consign. Does that
Okay.
seem reasonable to you?
Sure, we can evaluate it.
Okay. This casts Wrath on 2. It also has a Solitude. Do you think that's good enough?
I think that's good enough.
Okay.
It also has a random card. I like that they get they can get like absolutely wrecked if they play too many like Urza Sagas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice fact.
So I guess we just lead in Hollow Fountain, or is that too like obvious?
Wait, I feel like it's not obvious. Like I don't know. It doesn't display that we have Wrath, just that we have Tune, right? Or even
Okay, fair
that we
enough.
have Consign, right?
Okay, that's true. Okay, that resolves.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Is that a Valakut?
Sure.
Okay.
Um. Okay, let's one for one their Amulet.
Yeah, we don't
Like
want to
the,
let them scape shift. So let's fetch red white and do that.
we could catch Black White.
Well, I want to be able to iterate next turn, possibly.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so off of
Flooded Strand, I think.
sure. Yeah. The Sideration is gonna look a lot worse than Stock Up in this game, I think.
That seems very true.
It's not clear like which one. I would not say it's like I know what the best split of card draw is in this deck.
What is this? Oh, I see.
Um.
Wait, what is?
Wait,
Oh,
is
it's
it?
this Grazer? Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Well,
let's. Huh.
maybe we should cast Flage.
Okay, yeah, let's cast Flash. Wait, well, it means we don't have a Solitude, but they don't have a thing yet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
Okay,
cast Flash.
and we need to do it off of land, I think. Off of fetch.
Yeah, fetch like black-white.
Sure. Sure. I guess maybe this plan is not very perfect. Because the saga will go off and get an amulet. And then, so maybe we need to, like, do something about it.
Well, I think it makes sense to delay the casting of Expressive a turn. Because, like, this turn, theoretically, we can Expressive into Wrath.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well, I guess that doesn't help.
Yeah.
That's expressive, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Let's put Thundering Falls in exile.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think that will help.
I agree. Or, Actually, I think it might have been right to keep it. Because we're about to Haste of Legion with 1 mana up, right?
Oh, I guess. Well, like, I would rather draw a white spell. Obviously, that's like a little bit wishful thinking.
Well, we're about to kill this Titan, right? With our Flage, with our Hasty Flage?
I guess.
I don't actually know exactly how this works. They can't put can they put a second Titan in play from here?
It like a little bit depends on their hand, I think.
It is true that we can also get bogged. Okay, well.
Oh yeah, they can by the 1 extra mana lets them do it with this. Yes, I was like, they need a colorless land, but yeah.
Okay, so do people just like take forever to figure out that you should play Miracle in this deck? Because this was definitely not possible in the amulet deck like forever ago.
Even with the like 1 extra mana, like people weren't playing.
Like you definitely couldn't make a second Titan with 1 amulet and 1 with 1 mana floating with amulet from like 3 years ago or whatever.
Uh-huh. I think it was just like people didn't figure it out.
Interesting.
Really makes you think.
Indeed. Do we have outs? I assume no.
Depends on what they get.
Okay, I would like to claim
this probably means we don't have outs, so we can like haste Flage and like Solitude something, best case. Well, let's just at least draw a card. Drawing a card doesn't take very long. Okay.
Okay, well, do you think we should haste Blazing Solitude something?
Oh, we can even like leave them without a Titan in their graveyard.
Oh, wait, that's very helpful.
Yeah,
Okay, are we
let's do it.
alive?
Like assuming they have no cards in hand, like yeah, we're alive. Like they can make some constructs or something.
By the way,
Nice.
how do you feel about the card Thoughtseize in this deck?
Thoughtseize?
What should we leave?
Uh, like assuming we draw a Snapcaster, I assume that the card we want is Expressive instead of Wrath. I mean, it could be Wrath.
Okay, let's kill this Titan. I didn't realize we can. I forgot one of the Titans was fake.
Oh right, we could have
So,
like used the Solitude first to escape that. Good point.
oh. Oh, yes. We should have done that. Sorry.
Shoutouts to surveilling the thing to the bin.
Mm-hmm. It would be pretty impressive if we win this.
Well,
I think
it's mostly like
well,
I don't know if impressive is the word I'd use. I guess like it didn't.
mm-hmm. I guess they could have just gone and bounced the Interior instead of going for Miracle System Weapon.
Yeah, yeah. I assume they just don't have the bog
Yeah.
kind of. Which is like a little weird to not have bog.
Well, like they might have decided it's not worth it to have it in their deck. It's not like entirely obvious that it should be in your deck. Like post board.
I, I just like assume that like Flage is enough of a presence in the format that like it's probably nice to like have a bog somewhere.
Or like it's not clear that they would have like decided to have it post board, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, wait. I mean, we're a Flage deck.
Okay. Non-land permanent cards you okay, so
They can like recast
they can
stuff.
I see.
Like they can recast this Dryad, among other things.
Mm-hmm. Would a proper graveyard hate card be like good in this matchup? I guess we literally have Ashok in our deck. Fair enough.
I assume they pick up a land and then like cast Dryad and like threaten to Valakut us a bunch.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's kind of hard to beat.
Well, we could draw, for example, Wrath of Skies. Maybe.
Would that help?
Maybe?
I guess it could help.
I don't know if I would say we have a lot of good draws. I think we have some good draws.
Okay, well, that was not one of our good draws. I will take the classic Magic Online game action of revealing my hand to our opponent. Wait, do you mind to play one more or no?
I don't care whether we play one more or no. Up to you.
Let's do one more.
Nice. So far, I'm liking this deck more than yesterday's deck, is what I'll say.
That is definitely true. I kind of like this frog. I kind of like this frog. Like, kind of seems nice. And so far, we have mostly cast ourselves. You know?
Uh-huh. I will say, I feel like there are a lot of times where you claim that we mostly cast our spells, and then like my first thought is, but it seems like we mulliganed a bunch due to not casting our spells.
How do you feel about this hand?
I think that this is a hand where we will mulligan.
Wait, do you actually want to mulligan? I don't want to mulligan.
Oh, well, do you enjoy casting like two of our spells, or realistically one of our spells? I guess we can hit any land.
We have a surveil for any land.
I guess we should keep this.
I don't know. Like,
I would like to contest the claim that we are casting our spells, though.
Okay, that is not a land.
No, it is not. Okay.
Okay, that implies they don't have. Nice. A land. Do you think we can cast a frog?
Yeah, let's cast a frog. And still
Does
be
make an
able to
iteration.
cast our expressive.
Okay, maybe we should cast. Maybe we should cut expressive.
Well, okay. The problem goes deeper than that too, because next turn we can't cast frog and galv.
Mm-hmm. Is frog gonna be weak in this matchup? It might be weak in this matchup.
It seems like it might be weak in this matchup, yeah.
I feel like that's okay. I feel like this deck is good in this. Or like, from my sample size of one playing the other deck in this matchup, I felt like the matchup was very good.
Do you think this is related to the deck that we were playing against being maybe not very good?
Well, also like,
or at least I've
It's like
heard
we
people.
have-
I've heard people claim that the deck across the seat from us right now is not very good.
yeah, I mean like, it definitely has like it's not a deck with no good matchups. That's what I will say about it.
What would you say
Like,
are
for
some
that-
of the good matchups?
Belcher,
Nice.
which is maybe like the second best deck.
What is the best deck?
Energy,
Okay.
or at least like,
When you say best, do you mean popular?
yes. If they attack with the Swiss Red, do you think people will block?
If we block, how much are we fighting?
Kind of a difficult question.
Like,
Okay, do you think a lot of the problems would be solved if we like had? Okay, in this case, okay, our opponent definitely should have attacked first. Okay, let's go to our turn.
What's our plan?
Okay.
Are we attacking with
Good.
frog? I assume so.
Hmm. I guess so.
We can play frog and galv, theoretically.
Yeah. Nice. We can even do it off of basic, I think.
Basic island
Oh,
or basic
I guess
mountain.
I guess we should have done. I guess we want basic mountain anyway,
Yeah,
more than basic island. Probably.
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 Probably. Okay, let's do it.
Probably.
Well, we should galv now, I assume.
Yeah. We could still die.
I understand.
We can jump to block a slick shot, I guess.
You're not wrong. So what? So the vibe is that they like didn't have cutter and then drew the cutter off of either bobble or the like card drawn for turn.
Yes. Either that or they didn't have second land.
Ah, that makes sense. I'm gonna vote for didn't have second land,
Mhm.
which means it's less likely they have third land. Wow, you can learn so much.
Uh, yeah, I mean, like, maybe we can cut. The problem with not playing this many basics is that, like, I guess, like, maybe one plains is enough because we have a bunch of Celestial Purges for Blood Moon. But, like, in the old days, it was important to have two plains that you could play Gen of Blood Moon, but maybe this is less necessary now that our Cyber is, like, actually configured in this way.
Also, after all, you can wait. We're getting okay. We're just getting bullied. After all, you can always just like have frogs under Blood Moon. You know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, well, this can be a 5. Uh, okay, well, I guess we must block, but the frog will die.
we could pitch our hand, and then they have to like. But I guess they then just target the frog.
Yeah.
We could also pitch cards in our hand to gain life.
I agree. We might wish to do that. Um. Hmm.
Well, we should certainly wait for them to make a move.
Yeah.
If they don't cast anything, what do you think we should do?
Um. We would go to 3. Okay. Which one of our cards do you think is worst?
Flooded Strand.
Okay. That makes sense. How do you feel about pitch exactly Flooded Strand to go to 4? Is that bad?
Okay, let's pitch Flooded Strand and then see if they make they take any actions.
Well, they definitely would, right? Like,
Fair enough.
why would they?
I guess okay. So the other option is to pitch 3 things.
Yes. Wait, that might be good, I guess. It like literally stone rains them.
Sure. Okay, let's pitch 3 things.
Is Snap or Excessive better?
I think Snap might be better.
Okay. Let's start with Pitch Flooded Strand.
Yeah. If they cast Lava Dart now, targeting our face, do we pitch another one to like trade with the monk? I guess.
It's like strictly better to target the frog
Oh
because
yeah,
it has
sure.
trample.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now
Okay.
at 4.
Yep. We sure are. I
Okay,
think we need to attack with frog.
I agree.
Okay. Well, I want
Okay,
to snap Galv on their turn.
I believe I agree. Do you want to like play the land? Probably, right?
I assume so. I like that the land is Arena of Glory specifically.
I don't know that we don't have a second white source.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I feel like ditching I feel like keeping planes is a good way to just like die by drawing nothing. Maybe we need the game to go very well.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we have to keep the planes. Kind of hard to say. And assume that. Oh, I guess we can like block the 2/2.
Yeah.
Does leave us dead to bolt, but that's fine.
We could also chump the 3/3.
Yeah. I assume that's worse, but
Well, yeah, like if they just like cast a bolt proactively here is what we would do mostly. Okay, well I guess we
okay.
Galv now. Or
Uh, which is so.
oh, we have an energy. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
We could give our Snapcaster Mage haste.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we are blocking the 2/2, and instead of like trying to like,
I assume so.
yeah.
I I mean, I feel like taking 1 damage to kill a thing is good.
Oh, you can have mutagenic. Hmm. Okay, I think we had no moves against that.
I agree we just didn't have moves against mutagenic.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Like
Okay. Well,
if we had one more energy we'd have moves against mutagenic, but
mhm. Okay, definitely this card probably needs to get out. Well, I guess it's not that bad if we decide frog is worse. But I
uh-huh.
kind of want to like keep trying the frog, you know?
Uh-huh. Frog is the card we're testing, so we can't cut frog ever.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Well, I I would still like to cut this frog because I don't know. I don't. I assume like yeah.
No, we must stay committed to the frog. Clearly.
Okay. Sure? Question
Uh,
mark?
we get like red white surveil.
Could also lead on arena.
Why?
So that we don't have to decide.
I guess. Sure, I guess we can do that.
I think this is a cave. Forgot this. Maybe red white. Yeah, like I don't want to even surveil that, right? Like because we might want white double white, we might not. Like
Okay, sure.
we might need to fetch basic for blood moon, we might not. So that one might be hard to decide before it's relevant. But
A little. I seem we're not proactively discharging this.
oh,
Or maybe we are. I guess we are.
I think we want to, yeah.
Ah, even more
Do you want to
choices.
get do you want to get basic planes? Okay, let's count on that.
Yeah. My answer right now is no. I want to counter that instead.
Mhm.
Death looks dope. Sure hope it does.
Okay, now we could get basic planes.
I assume we don't want to expressive this turn.
Yeah.
Get basic planes, hold up Celestial Purge?
Yeah.
Sure, that seems reasonable.
What do you think our other land will be?
I don't know. Someone is asking why the expressive stock up split.
Because sometimes you might want one over the other. For example, you might have two lands.
Nice.
But
It
I don't
loses
know.
haste.
It might not. It might be bad to play expressive in this deck specifically because of the colored mana situation.
Sure is a situation.
I guess it is probably time to cast expressive iteration and hope we hit a spell.
I assume it's better than doing nothing.
Mhm. Okay, let's take like. Oh, that's a little awkward.
Are we going to like shock for a tune?
That doesn't really seem like it will help, considering that I kind of want to hard cast Astrology. Can we just like take the land?
Sure.
And then we can surveil.
Are we getting red black surveil?
We currently don't have double white.
Uh, yeah, but we
Maybe
can't
that's
fetch basic planes.
yeah.
I think it seems kind of reasonable to like fetch basic planes.
I guess that black surveil.
So our
It could
choices
be like
are
blue white.
our choices are
Oh,
we have blue white in hand, so we can't fetch blue
yeah.
white. We can fetch red black, red white, or red blue. Or
Yeah.
do we have all three of those?
No, we don't have red white.
Okay, so red blue or red black. So it's red either way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather have the blue, the black mana than the second blue mana.
Okay. I'm not confident that's true, but
Me neither.
it could be. Okay. Okay, should we just cast that so that?
I like that it lets us cast it next turn.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? We could. I guess surveilling first doesn't really do anything. Oh, okay. We also can't. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't have a way to like have red, white.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that seems probably worth keeping.
Probably, yeah.
Might be a little sad if they have surgical extraction, but
I guess they'd play that, right?
yeah. I mean, this card would be the reason they would play surgical extraction. Okay, so it appears they're still missing the third land. This does mean they have many spells.
That is true.
I guess they'd like to have Quick Shot still. They'd like to have more Corey, probably.
Well, didn't they like? Didn't they like demonstrate playing a lot of Mishra's baubles? So like it's unlikely that they like have been holding a Corey in hand at least.
Oh, I guess okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay,
I assume we're just escaping Flage.
I agree. Should we fetch to leave ourselves? Okay, so currently we're at land creature.
I guess we should fetch basic
Okay.
plane unless we want to surveil. Yeah, sorry, we can just fetch
Yeah.
surveil now, right?
Well, it cuts off the option to
The option to
play a
flash and
2/1.
Snapcaster for no value.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do we want this?
I kind of don't.
Okay. Do you think they have Celestial Purge?
Maybe.
They did pass with 2 mana up. Oh wait, that's not a card they can cast. Never mind.
Well, I don't want the frog because I feel like we have a lot of stuff going on already. I don't want to discard our cards. I want to cast our cards, and then frog becomes less impactful.
Maybe we should have read the heat.
I also don't know the next turn we have 5 mana, right? And we have 2 different 5 mana plays theoretically, or I guess Snapcaster is a little bit of a 6 mana play. I guess theoretically we could want to snap purge and then the frog would be nice.
Do you think we should have not hasted the arena and read them for heat?
Maybe. I think it.
Okay.
I think it's like I think it doesn't matter all that much because of the contents of our hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's pass.
Like one
Okay.
mana this turn isn't like huge. Well, okay, I guess arguably it could be because maybe we want to like snap a thing.
Okay, so we have some options.
We could
I
just
think,
snap snare this.
yeah, I think I don't really care to. Like, I don't think the deck actually plays ways to stop us from solituding it.
Just like hardcast solitude it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. That doesn't seem like something that their deck does.
So I'm just gonna like get them to cast all this. We could counter this one, but I guess that's probably bad.
I think that's probably bad.
Maybe more of a consideration if we had the extra mana, but oh, I guess we can like. Maybe I should have considered giving them less life. But I don't know. This is they would need to cast one more salt to threaten us. So okay, now I guess we should act.
Yeah.
Oh, they could like consign this trigger. That would be a weird card for them to have in their decks right now, though.
That would be an amazing way to lose. And they could also play Stern Scolding.
This is true. That would also be a pretty weird card. I guess we have like Snap and
Well,
still.
they don't necessarily know we have Snap. Did we show Snap? I guess we did show Snap. Okay, sure.
Okay, should we just like? Oh, I guess we haven't put a card in the graveyard yet. Okay.
I guess it's actually pretty hard to put a card in the graveyard, because
Well, oh, because we can't stun it out. Okay.
we don't have triple white.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
I don't really feel a reason to act though. Like, we can just like do some
Yeah,
stuff.
we have lots of stuff at Instant Speak. We have like Snap. We can like Snap Snare and then also Flame.
Yeah. Okay, should we draw 2 cards?
I guess so.
Do you think they just have heat? And they're
I kind of feel like we don't really need to act still.
okay. Do you think we should cast the stock up?
I still don't see a reason to act.
Okay, let's
Like
not.
I feel like if we just like keep attacking with Solitude, like I don't know what they're gonna do about it. Right?
Yeah. We could cast like maybe
Okay.
Blood Moon is a little scary. Oh, I shouldn't have put this week comment. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, okay. If you hadn't played it, okay, now I want to stock up, maybe.
Okay, let's stock up. Should we leave off a black so that we can cast Psychic Frog?
I guess
Well, that
so.
occur.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's pretty free to leave out the black. I don't think we need double white.
Uh-huh. Let's take Purge. Okay. Fair
Okay,
enough.
yeah.
We continue, I guess.
I guess so. I don't think I learned anything.
Well, maybe Force of Negation is just really good against the deck. Maybe this is silly. But because you can fund the counter.
That's
You can
plausible.
fund. Yeah, I could definitely see myself in the future believing like it's a zero frog for fawn matchup, but hmm. Do you think we should keep our mulligan?
How strong do you think Frog is?
Not very, but maybe I could be wrong, which would be the reason to keep.
I think that's a question of, do we think that we should be trying to figure out how strong Frog is? Maybe this is like a bad Frog hand because we have nothing to like go with it.
Yeah. Okay, let's mulligan.
Yeah, that's mulligan.
Sure.
Yeah, this has the thing that we want. Okay. Well, we want to fetch a blue land on turn. We want to fetch blue white on turn 1. I guess we can fetch white black on turn 2 theoretically.
Theoretically, yes. I feel like Eagles is just the worst card in hand.
Okay, that's fair. Unless you think Frog is bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's blue, white, white, black is the plan, I guess.
Yeah, I think we should play the Floodish Train first.
Okay.
Because we
I
definitely
guess if they
want we definitely want blue white land, and then we might want some red land later with this Arid Mesa, but we also might want yeah.
Yeah. That seems like something we will be doing. Is that something we will be doing?
Yeah, we're in early access. We'll probably do that. That's like
Nice.
next week, I think.
Nice.
Are we wrathing this?
I feel kind of priced into it doing so.
That makes sense.
I guess we could like frog and try to frog.
Seems pretty bad because it means we can't even wrath, or I guess we could wrath the next turn if we like draw a land. I think the wrath makes more sense though.
Okay. It does cost a lot of life.
We could fetch basic planes.
This is true. If we draw a land, it might even be good. Much to consider.
I think we fetch basic planes and wrath maybe.
I guess we have a purge and a tune to get us to.
I'm not sure how much to value life right now, I guess. It's like 11 versus 9.
Yeah.
My instinct is that 9 feels a lot scarier than 11, but
Okay.
also my instinct is that we are unlikely to play Frog next turn.
Yeah.
So that helps, I guess, with the decision. What if you're supposed to cut Frog like in this matchup so that you can also like not fetch as painfully?
Yes, that is definitely one of the considerations.
Like, I guess there's probably not a world where you cut Frog and also cut the land.
Yeah, it seems kind of hard to cut the lands. Okay.
I feel like we will just die, but I also feel somewhat justified for not being at 9.
I
Okay.
agree.
We
Fair
seem to
enough.
have died. Assuming they have. Oh, yeah, they have 5 card types. Great.
I guess the frog was not really like a part of us dying, right? Like we just took the normal game actions we would have taken, and then we just died.
Well, have you considered that Fawn Hero would save us?
Oh, that is true. I guess we would have probably win if this was fun, right?
Well, we would take 7 down to
Oh.
4.
And then we wouldn't have draw swords. Wouldn't have extra draws.
Yeah, it's like it's a game if we have fun.
Yeah.
Is how I'd put it.
Okay.
How much would you say there is to consider?
Say there was a lot. There was a lot to consider. Like the frog legitimately did look nice against energy, which is one place I was scared of.
Would you say that you know what deck you're playing this weekend?
I suspect I will be playing Jeskai in some form. It might contain Psychic Frog. This did not convince me to not play Psychic Frog.
Nor has asked, why are you doing this? Nora, yes, I do know what I'm doing this weekend. I'll talk to you off stream, I guess. Yeah, I assume we're not finishing out this league.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
It is a bit late. We started a bit late, also. Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. So what did you say the chance chance that we stream tomorrow is?
Like 70 to 80% or something.
Okay. We'll probably be back. We'll see. Like travel might get in the way, but not guaranteed to get in the way at least. Do you think we should switch to the enemy we were just facing and raid Systematic? Well, we weren't, or as in their playing prowess.
Sure.
Yeah. So the Systematic is playing prowess in Modern. I assume that the two of them are going, or at least Andrew is going to.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think they're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They're just streaming Modern because they feel like it.
Yeah, and also it's Modern RCQ season, and
that's true.
Yeah, seems like a good time to play Modern.
Is there such a thing as a good time to play Modern?
Good question.
As far as I know, the best time to play Modern was when Nadia was around, because that's the only time I've played Modern. Or something.
To consider.
Hey, it was a pretty good time to play Modern. I won. I top 8'd a thing.
This is true.
Amulet just got what is the new tool Amulet just got? I assume by just got you mean in Final Fantasy.
This is the spelunking feature that's green.
Oh.
And it's a 2-drop.
Huh. Is that better than spelunking?
Well, you can.
2 is less than 3. Oh, you can tutor for it. Okay, that makes sense. I assume this is not like a 4 of kind of thing, because like I assume 2 being less than 3 is not as impactful as dying.
Well, it's also more than 1, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, we should end stream. Bye.